Charlie the koala, and he is going to host today because I don't feel like it. No, I'm just kidding. Hey everyone, it's me. Wouldn't you know? It's Jenna Moreci. I am here. Sorry I'm late. We had to figure out some stuff with Cliff's physical therapist, but I have arrived. If you're not familiar, I am a #1 Amazon bestselling author of romantasy as well as writing craft books. You can check out How to Write Romantasy, which is my most recent writing craft book. It's available at all major retailers. Definitely go buy it. You can also pre-order The Savior's Army. You have almost exactly 1 week left to pre-order The Savior's Army before it goes live.
It's so soon.
I just want to get it over with. But yeah, so go ahead and pre-order that. All the links are listed below. You definitely want to get in on the hype. I am also a YouTuber here on this YouTube channel. So be sure to like this stream, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell. And we do writing sprints on these what are these? Live streams. I know words.
Where are we? I don't know.
So we do writing sprints. Soraya Guido Moreci. How you doing? If you guys are not regulars, you won't get the inside jokes, but that's fine. We support you. We're glad you're here. Hello, what is this? Alive? I have no idea what this is. Your guess is as good as mine. Where are we? Who are we? Who am I?
We're just here.
Yeah, but anywho, we do writing sprints and we answer your questions and all that good stuff, and we play with animals. Right now, Butters is just bringing me balls, so I'm gonna have to play fetch. I know, Butters. Did you guys hear that?
That was really cute.
Go get it.
It sounded so pitiful.
Yeah, she's like, "Come on, Mom." And Kachu is here purring away. And Iona, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm IONA WAYLAND, and I'm a dark fantasy author. And right now, I'm working on a cozy paranormal mystery, but you can buy my book Ashes, which is on Amazon in paperback, ebook, and audiobook formats. And you can also get a crystal ball reading at creepycoreandfolklore.com. And we both of us have merch, and you can join my newsletter because soon I'll be sharing very early my artwork, which is exciting. And on Wednesdays, I do live streaming on Twitch, and we just do like productivity sprints. And that's on Wednesdays. And oh my gosh, what am I saying? Creepy Corn Folklore. The end. That's the end of it.
Yay! Woo! All right, I'm throwing the ball for Butters, and at some point, I'm gonna have to relocate to the floor. Butters, do you not see what we're trying to do here? She's
so sweet.
Whatever. Okay, Butters. But anywho, how's everyone doing? I'll go first. I have been so stressed out. I was literally throwing up this weekend. There's just so much going on. I had 4 appointments today. And I'm literally just trying to be like, it's fine. Relaxation. Don't increase the cortisol. Just relax. But meanwhile, there's like war, and there's my schedule, and there's Cliff has a bone density scan tomorrow. It's crazy. And Cliff he has an endoscopy the next week, and I got a book releasing, and I'm just like, wah! So there's just a lot going on, and also this keeps happening where this keeps happening where I get to start the rom-com and then something else comes up. So you guys might remember that I outlined, or I wrote out all the scripts for March ahead of time. And then right when I went to start with a rom-com, I realized that one of my scripts was on the wrong topic, and I had to rewrite that. And then I went to go back to work on the rom-coms, and then I just got an email from my sponsor saying they want to change the date of their video from March to April. So now I'm like, should I just really quickly write another script to fill that slot, or should I just work on the rom-com up until that date? I'm just like, fuck, man. Like I literally did everything so I could work on the rom-com, and then shit keeps popping up, and I'm getting real pissed off.
Well, I know that I'll be reading your rom-com during the sprints.
Oh, yay! I hope
that's exciting.
I made lots of changes, so I'm like, but okay. Anyway, Oh my gosh. Do you hear this, girl?
Yes.
What time are your live streams on Wednesdays, Iona? I've been wanting to join but have weekly obligations.
So they are supposed to be at 7 p.m. EST, but recently they've been around 6 to 6:30 EST because of childcare reasons. So, but that's what I've been doing on Wednesdays.
Nice.
And they're usually for like an hour, 45 minutes ish to
Nice.
2 hours.
I'm rereading through Shut Up and Write the Book. I was wondering what the difference is between choosing a structure to use and creating an outline. So structure is like the actual building blocks of the book. So it's an inciting incident, a rising action, a climax, a resolution. And if you wanted to, you could just outline your book like that and say the inciting incident is blah, 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 blah. The rising action is blah, blah, if you wanted to. But an outline is the blueprint that you are going to reference throughout the whole writing process. And for a lot of people, just listing the structure of the book is not going to work for them. They have their own way that they want to visualize everything. So the structure will tell you the building blocks of the story, but the outline is however you want that blueprint presented to you that makes sense for you so that you can easily write the story. So for me, my outlines are really long. If I just put the structure, it wouldn't nearly be enough information, especially since the rising action alone takes up 2/3 of the book. So it's like, you can't have just
it's
like one point for that.
Put rising action here, and it's like, okay, but
right.
What is that? But I guess if someone's more of a discovery writer or whatever, then that might work for them really well.
Yeah. Jenna, you really need to have a self-care week where no shit happens. That
would be nice.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. That's what I've been literally trying to make work, and it's not happening. And I've just come to the realization that that's just not in the cards for me.
Not a week before book release, or 8 days. 8 days.
Butters, I'm gonna have to relocate.
She's like, Mama, to the floor.
Oh my gosh. Okay. The saddest, squeakiest girls. Yeah, seriously. Oh, do you want to say hi? Oh my goodness. She's like, please, I will convince you with kisses. Okay. All right, Butters.
It's like you've convinced me.
Oh, okay. See, Butters, all you had to do was give me kisses. Okay. All right, guys, we're relocating. We're flying. We're flying. Okay. If you see down my shirt, no, you didn't. Hi, everyone. I'm in my PJs. Okay. Hold on. I'm relocating. Okay, but Butters.
Take your time.
All right. Okay. Here I am once again. I'm torn into pieces. Okay. All right. I'm very aware of the fact that Cliff is doing physical therapy downstairs right now, and they can probably hear me being an absolute idiot.
They absolutely can, and I hope it brightens their day.
Okay. All right, folks. Send in your questions if you have any, but if not, please enjoy me playing fetch with Butters. This is already her second butter size of the day. She is being very spoiled.
She is, but I love it. She's still, like, I've heard of other ones, but the only dog I know of personally, now I can say that gets like rewarded through play.
I know.
Not, like, food.
She is
reward based.
The first dog I've ever had that likes fetch specifically.
Okay.
Every dog I've ever had likes tug of war. She likes fetch. I thought that was just like I've met so many dogs that don't like fetch that I just thought, oh, this is like an urban legend.
Monty likes fetch fine, but he's extremely food oriented, so he would like fetch and be like, all right, give me the goods. And it's like, no, I did this for you.
It's like, this was not for me.
Yeah. Like, this was your reward. And he's like, this is bullshit.
He's like, I did work.
Yeah.
Go Butters. Oh my gosh. And she'll bring the ball. She likes to bring the ball too. So, okay, not to be weird, but see, I have a little pile of hoodies there.
Yes.
She'll put the ball there instead of giving it to me. She likes to leave the ball with laundry. I don't know what it is.
Her nest.
Have any of you considered writing a story with a pet companion? I've
Ashes has 2 pet
Right.
companions.
Let me see.
And TSA sort of has, I would say. I liked those parts.
They're not pet companions.
They're pet companions.
They don't even have
They're
names.
their best friends.
Maybe for Yukana, if the story was told through Yukana's point of view.
Where she's like, everything is bad, but except for my horses.
Right.
I'm just surrounded by horses at all times.
Sorry, just catching up on the questions. It's always been planned to give Layla and Enzo each a pet companion, but I don't think we will get far enough into the series for that to happen. I think I will end the series earlier than I had planned to. So unfortunately it won't happen. But Enzo was going to get a little white floof. I hadn't decided yet what kind of floof it was going to be. I kept flip-flopping between a Pomeranian-like dog or like a weasel. Something white and fluffy. And
like a Kachil.
Yes.
No, he is a villain cat, though.
Yeah, it used to be something that looks like a snowball. Yeah. And he was going to name it Shrek Kilner, which means like Princess Butterscotch or something. Princess Sparkles, Princess. It's just going to be like a really angry sounding name, but it means something like Princess Flower, and then Layla was gonna get a baby fox. That Tobias was gonna rescue for her, but I don't think we will get far enough in the series for that to happen. I'm sorry, guys. Is TSA going to be the final? No, guys.
The penultimate.
No, it is. If it was the last book, you guys would be so pissed because it ends in a cliffhanger. It's not the last book. So please, I've been shouting that all over the place, and people are still like, "It's the last book," and I'm like, "You guys are going to get me into so much trouble. It's not the last book." No give, only catch. Yeah, now she's bringing the balls to the bed. So, do you have any opinions on camping just to clear your head and focus on what you're writing? I have never heard of that in my life, and I feel like
maybe she's talking about like a writing retreat.
No, I mean that's very different from camping, and even that is not to clear your head. I think camping is awful, and I think if someone went camping to focus on writing, that's like eating Taco Bell for your gut health. Like camping, you're focused on everything else. Like you're not going to be able to focus on your writing. You're like, where am I going to shit? How do I put up this tent? Look at all the bugs. Like it sounds like a really bad idea. The Savior's dachshund. No, she's going to get a little fox. And I was thinking of making it, I think they're called like the melanated foxes where they're all black.
Mm-hmm. That's, even though you didn't tell me that, that's what I imagined.
Yeah. Layla and a baby fox makes so much sense. I thought foxes were not good pets. They're not, but this is not real.
It's fantasy.
This is not real. It's a fake world with fake people. But yeah, and I was gonna make it one of those like fennec fox sizes, like a little one. But I think I might just do like a normal big one, especially if Enzo's getting a tiny little thing.
Yeah, you don't want a tiny and a tiny.
Yeah.
You could make your own creature too.
Well, that's what I was gonna make, like my own little fox.
Yeah, because like kind of like, well, I meant with the puffy thing. Well, like maybe it's not a dog, maybe it's not a weasel.
But then it would be like a fantasy creature, and I don't,
Oh, you're right. So it'd be like it's a creature, but it's like a slightly different.
Yeah, I don't. Because they don't have magic. They believe they don't have magic, so to create a fantasy creature it'd be one thing if I just rename a normal creature, like I call deer in Kovar snow deer.
Yeah,
like, that's fine. But
yeah. No, I totally get that. That totally makes sense.
Have you had any ideas that you've written a considerable amount and then you think, is this idea worth continuing? No. Usually if I'm thought dumping something, I'll get that idea and then I'll stop thought dumping it. Mm-hmm. But if I've already started writing the book, I should know if it's an idea worth continuing by then because I've already exhausted all my ideas for it if I'm in the writing phase. There have been books that I started and didn't finish, but the reason I didn't finish it was for reasons beyond whether or not the idea was good. Does that make sense? Like I decided not to finish it because I decided to take my platform in a different direction. That kind of thing. Yeah. Is Kachu holding your hand?
He is. Close to his heart.
Oh, you guys look like you're about to dance. Okay, let's take it.
Oh yeah, the waltz.
Hi, Butters.
Ah.
Hi.
It's just so funny because she just takes off like.
Hi. She's back. Hello.
Oh my gosh, she's so
hears Cliff.
cute.
She hears Cliff. I take it today is a clinky Kachu
I think
day.
clingy.
Oh, clingy.
Yes. How could you tell?
Where do you guys find beta readers? Check out my video about that, but I usually find them through Cyborg Central.
That and Cyborg Central now for sure for me. But before, when I didn't have Cyborg Central and wasn't a part of it, I used Instagram and then kind of paid for like almost like an ad to go, but it wasn't a lot of money. It was like $10 or something to get people interested.
Beta readers are us. Butters is so distracted. Now she's just staring at the door. She's like, I hear my father. I know, Butters. He's doing physical therapy. Okay, I don't have the right ball. You see this ball's green? Not the right ball.
Not the right one.
Not the right one. I can get away with the other pink ones. Like this is the right ball, but it's not her favorite. But I can get away with this until I can't. And when I can't, she just won't go for it. And I gotta go for her favorite ones, and the favorite ones are the gross ones. So.
It always makes you wonder what helps it become a favorite. You know?
They're the ones that are all ripped to shreds.
Kate is the one that suggested the cat sling, where like I use like a baby sling, but it holds him close to like. Look, I'm literally like he's like hugging so much.
I got one of those hoodies that has
the hoodie where the guy made the dachshund jump into it. The one that not the dachshund, sorry, the Italian Greyhound.
Yeah.
And I was like, look at this, and then he ordered it immediately. I think that's great.
But I haven't gotten her in it yet because she doesn't like to be carried and stuff. But I got it for when we go places with her. It would be easier than carrying her in a bag or carrying her in my arms.
Yes.
But I just haven't had the opportunity to put it to use yet. It's very snuggly.
Yeah.
Right? It is snuggly.
He's doing. It's ridiculous with his flat face.
Some of my writer friends search for beta readers and Facebook groups dedicated for it. If you use Facebook, that is.
Yeah. That's one. I haven't heard of it, but like I'm sure that works. Also, if that's where your reader base is, too.
Good morning, SW Stormy. Oh, it's good. Sorry. Good morning. Good evening. Sorry. It's not even morning here. I don't know why I said it. I think it's because it rhymes a little bit with Stormy. Butters needs a butt trim so bad. Her butt has not been this fluffy ever. It's just full on. She's got like an Amish butt in terms of how much fur is covering. She's very covered.
You're very covered.
You are very modest.
Modest.
But that's not good for poops. That's not good for poops.
I thought I saw Cranberry back here, so I looked. And there's nothing there, but then she somehow teleported and is rubbing my leg. So she was there, and I'm not nuts.
Probably morning in New Zealand, but not in New York. I just showed up, but OMG, Kachu is such an adorable baby.
Thank you.
He looks like a boa.
He really does. I'm just like, this guy. His skin looks so much better now, too.
Good. Isn't
so
that good, better. Butters? Oh, she jumped into my lap and threw the ball at me, then ran off like, I'm ready.
I like how like but that was awesome. Butters is doing the most. I can hear her tippy tappies. She's speaking. She's like chilling. She's like having preferential like stuff for her. Yeah, nice. And then meanwhile, because she was like, I was like, okay,
They are opposite ends of the spectrum.
they are. But I'm
Hi.
like, okay.
Okay, let's see if I can get this on camera. Butters, closer. Good girl.
That
Thank
was so
you.
good. Look how smart she is.
See, I just say
So
closer, and
smart.
soccer kicks it.
That's awesome.
Oh, but she's
Meanwhile,
really
he's
through
just
this one.
like around and existing mildly, somewhat present. I don't know. This poor guy.
Closer.
Look, she's like
Good
literally
girl.
working. Yeah, that's so good. Oh my god.
She's a sweet.
She
Thank
is-
you.
Look how smart she is. Oh.
Enjoy my PJs.
Your PJs are really pretty. I meant
Thank
to say
you.
that earlier.
Hi. Okay.
Look how expressive she
Thank
is and
you.
like alert. Look how many thoughts are bumping around in her little nog. There's nothing.
Oh.
There's nothing going on in here.
Look at this man.
He doesn't understand what's even happening.
What
He
is
doesn't
this?
know.
Who am I? Where am I?
He doesn't
I don't
know. I don't even think he cares to know. I think he's just like this.
That'd be funny if he's a genius and he's just like, this is all going according to plan, so
It's
that
like
I
the
don't have
pinky
to
in the
do
brain,
anything. Yeah, I
where
don't have
he-
to do anything.
Act like a pinky but be a brain.
Let's see. Has the release of How to Write Romantasy boosted your author profile and reflected in sale of the rest of your books because of the reach of TradPub, or is it too early to tell?
I'm so curious about the set because you can't like look at
I
it.
can't see the sales, so I have no idea what's going on there.
Mhm.
What I can tell you is that it has increased my reach in terms of like opportunities.
Mhm.
Like I'm getting hit up all the time to do interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm
Hell
getting,
yeah.
so that's where I've seen it the most. It's hard to tell if it's increased my other book sales in general because I'm releasing another book immediately after this one.
Mhm.
And also I put all of my fiction books in Kindle Unlimited, which automatically, when you do that, that automatically boosts the amount of money you make on Amazon.
Hell yeah.
So I have seen a boost in my other books, but I don't know if that's because it's from How to Write Romantasy or if that's from Kindle Unlimited or if that's because a sequel's coming out. You know what I mean? Like, or it could just be all three combined,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
So it's hard to tell if it's directly from
Too many to tell.
Yeah.
I bet you it did though. I would guess that it had directly impacted Shut Up and Write the book sales though, because they're analogous and they're nonfiction writing craft books. So I would think if I would guess, it would increase that one the most. But I've been wrong before.
I think that the increase I'm seeing is the increase I'm seeing the most is for the Savior's Champion.
Okay.
So I think it's mostly just a combination of things, but I think where I've seen the most increase has been in other opportunities. Like I get a lot of interview requests and a lot of podcasts, and I got another traditional deal that came. I actually just got the advance amount today. I didn't receive it, but they sent me their bid for how much.
Hell yeah.
So now I'm just sort of like, I don't know if my agent's going to negotiate that or what, but hold on. All the balls are on the bed, so. But yeah, so I've been getting lots more of those kind of opportunities, I would say. One second. Okay, let's see. Let me catch up, guys. That's what Cliff always says. Cliff always makes jokes like that whenever I wear these, because if you guys can't see, they're constellations. They actually come with constellation shorts, but I'm just wearing pants because
they match really well, though.
Yeah, the physical therapist is here, so I'm trying, not to flash.
Not to show too much leg.
But Cliff always makes jokes like, "You're out of this world," or "You're a star," or like, "You're the only girl in my universe," and it's funny.
I think that's great.
What happens to the Savior's sisters when she dies and her daughter takes over as a new Savior? Like what happened to Layla's mother sisters, for example. I mean, well, what happened to Layla's mother sisters is different than what would normally happen to sisters. But they'd be like the aunties. They just live in the palace as the aunties, What would happen to, your mom's sisters once you were born? Your How to Write Romantasy book sent me down such a path. Thank you for my crossroad. Oh, yay! I'm so glad.
That's wonderful.
If I remember correctly, saviors can only have one child. Yes, they're referring to the appointed sisters. It's stated in the book that children are chosen to be the saviors, sisters of the Savior.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Oh, okay. Okay, but that's the scoop. Oh, sorry, Popeyes. I literally just found out. I'm giving Iona the tea about the traditional deal.
I was like, tell me.
Sorry, I just caught up in Cyborg Central. Oh, hold on a second. I just got a text from Cliff. Iona, take it away.
Yay! It's you and me. Layla's mom's sisters had a bit of a rough ending. Yep, they certainly did. Euphoric loop. Favorite character I've written? I don't know, because I really like Angela, obviously, because she's the main character. But I enjoyed writing all of them, because Donnie was fun to write in like a portraying something realistic kind of way, and Wyatt was fun to write in like a fun like love interest kind of way. So yeah, I could crochet cat sling for a stream. That's a really good idea. That's a really, really good idea. I started crocheting an actual cat with the leftover yarn because I grossly overestimated the amount of yarn I was going to use. But that's okay. Then I got frustrated. I am also curious at what everyone's working on today, whenever we do have a sprint. This one. Let's see. ASMR. Sorry, I'm looking at. Let's see.
Hi.
It's going well. Hello. I was being boring because I was like looking at. I was looking at Cyborg Central.
Oh. They needed to. They needed to schedule his physical therapy next week, and it's tough because Monday is another live stream. Tuesday is my book release and a live stream. Wednesday is Cliff's, or the day before Cliff's endoscopy, which, I mean, he could technically do physical therapy, but you don't want to be like tired, like worked out for an endoscopy.
Nope.
Then he has his
you
endoscopy,
certainly don't.
And the next day is a haircut. So I booked physical therapy before the stream again.
Amazing.
Next week. Okay, Bubba's.
It was so funny this past week because I was so like such a stressy Bessie about everything. This weekend I was like, it's fine. I'm just gonna cut bangs. And my husband was like, wait. He's like, what if you got it professionally done? And I was like,
Yeah.
and he's like, what if though? I'm like, I'm just really upset with my hair. This is a completely normal way to feel. And he's like, it is, but put down
The scissors.
the scissors. So I am still gonna get bangs, but I am gonna do it like have it professional.
Uh-huh.
And I think
I've cut bangs for myself before, but that's because I had bangs for like
it's completely
15 years.
fine. The context is what matters.
Yeah.
Because I know how to maintain bangs whenever I have them, and it's totally fine. But me being like, I don't know, I'm just feeling kind of bangy right now. It's like, no.
Right.
This is
This is not the time.
Yeah, no, it's like you can tell if your bangs were made with love or distress.
Right.
So.
And then it's all those people. Oh, Papa said safe. Hold on. It's all those people who like pull down on it and then cut it, and then it bounces up, and it's like, did you think your hair would be permanently pulled down this whole time?
Yeah, I know. Not good. I did trim my brother's hair just to like give him an example. But I think what I'm gonna do, I know I told you this already, but I'm just saying it again. I think I'm gonna get more bangs from back here and have like the 70s feathered look and be all
curtain
puffy.
bangs.
And either, what'd you say?
Curtain bangs.
Curtain bangs, but also I think they're called French bangs or something. I don't know. But I'm just sick on my forehead. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Meanwhile, did it? Where's the? Oh God! Did the ball get stuck? Don't
No,
do this.
no.
It got stuck. You guys would not believe.
No.
Hold on. Let me show you this. Can you see where the ball got stuck?
Oh my God, that's so specifically on the baseboard. Like, it's like, that doesn't make any sense how that even happened.
Okay, boys, come on. Go get it. Good girl, you won the game. You won the game. You're a winner. Come on.
One fetch.
You won fetch. So if you guys don't know, every time we play fetch, we end it by telling her she won, so that she
knows when it
she
ends.
feels special and knows when it ends.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do something like this because I can always part it. But like that. Does that make sense? You see it?
Yes.
Okay. And that way I know I have a huge ass cowlick in the front. So even if my cowlick is cowlicking, it'll just be curtain bangs.
Right.
But if I can get it to be in the front, then
yeah, I've got a permanent wave. It's not a cowlick because it's later in the hair, but I've got a permanent wave right here, and it drives me insane just because like I'll want like a straight part, and then it's
no, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, that's how. I mean, yeah, and I don't know. I had a very bad hair day today, so this is why it's so tucked up. But like, you can see the cowl. Like, you can see the.
Oh fuck!
What?
I just spilled water. You know what? It's fine.
But do you see my circle?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just like, it's fine. It's peace and love in the universe.
It's okay.
Everything's fine,
the universe did get better today by like better than I ever could have imagined. And it's been pretty hairy for a couple weeks. So I think that means that yours is going to be fine.
Yes.
Because we're born close enough together.
Yes.
That, what is it, like 11 days apart? So that's fine.
Has it been worth it to put the books on Kindle Unlimited? Yes. I will say that I maintain everything I said, and I've made videos about Kindle Unlimited versus going wide. I think I've made those videos. I maintain, there's always a risk to putting all your eggs in one basket, especially when the basket's Amazon. Also, there are certain genres that do better in Kindle Unlimited versus genres that don't. Genres that do better in Kindle Unlimited are genres for serial readers, people who just gobble up as much content in that genre as possible. Romantasy is a very obvious serial reading genre. I will say that since I put my books in Kindle Unlimited, the money I've gotten from Amazon has doubled every month. So it has been worth it for me.
It's been really good for Ashes, and I think it's because what started I don't think, and I think the numbers back it up, but I'm going to double check, so I might be wrong about this. I don't think horror was as popular in Kindle Unlimited until somewhat recently-ish, in like the past, like probably since 2020. And then in 2020, then a bunch of people were starting to do like horror, and then they like put it on. A bunch of people put their horror books, even if they're one-offs, on Kindle Unlimited, and there was a big increase. And I noticed that made oh my gosh, Ashes do pretty well there with the whole Kindle Unlimited thing. I really like it, and it's been working out well.
Yeah. What do you call a sequel that happens at the same time as the original story? That is a companion novel. Check out my video on the topic. I think sisters in that sense means like helpers, bridesmaids, or yes, they already knew that. They were asking what happens to the sisters
normally.
Yeah, after the savior is no longer the savior. But yes, everyone knows who've read the books that the sisters are not biological sisters, but they are still called sisters, which is why she referred to them as sisters.
That's because they're adopted sisters.
Yes, adopted more or less.
Yes. If they were in our world, they would be considered like
adopted sisters. But in this world, they're advisors. But they don't really advise. They're there to be the sister's companions. I mean, the savior's companions, so she doesn't grow up lonely.
Yeah.
I believe Layla's mom's sisters had a bit of a rough ending. Yes. Who is your favorite character you've written? The character I've had the most fun writing is probably Enzo. But my favorite characters I've written are Tobias and Jamie. It's usually going to be the male love interest.
The leading man, yeah.
Because that's what I have the most fun writing, is I like writing leading men. It's like fun to like, oh, I'm writing this like perfect guy. You know, not perfect, but you know what I mean.
Yes. That's wonderful.
Iona, how has work on your paranormal mystery?
Yes.
How's that go?
It's going well. And then soon I will send the first 3 chapters for Jenna to critique to make sure I'm on the right path. And then I'll see if I can keep rolling.
I know for sure about Delphi's mom. I think she was also a sister. She was not a sister. She didn't join the saviors. She didn't join the palace until after the savior was dead. So there was no way she could be a sister. She was Layla's nanny. But yeah, absolutely not a sister. She was
but auntie vibes. Well, because of the nannying.
No, she was mother vibes. Iona called.
Oh, right. No, sorry. It was after the yes. It was obviously after she died. It was literally obviously after she died.
Yeah, she showed up
dead before.
Yeah, the savior was literally dead, and she showed up and gave a C-section.
You're like, no, mother. I'm like, oh right, she would have led a horrific death.
Yeah,
as Layla was born.
Yeah, so she was not a sister. She never knew that woman alive. She just brought the baby to the palace, and then they were like, "You're the nanny now," because they needed to keep a close eye on her because they wanted to get as many witnesses
a chicken hatching where they're like, she thinks she's your mother after they like hatch out, and that's the first visit they see.
How is your work in progress going?
This was whenever I was alone, and I was like, "What are you working on? What am I working on?" But good, it's going well, and I'm excited to polish this up, and then I'm excited to work on the nonfic one as well because that one's pretty good to roll too.
Let's see. This stream inspired me. I just started looking at the shelter website for cats. Aww.
Please adopt a cat. I vote definitely on adopting a cat. I've been trying to get not so secretly, get Jenna on the cat adoption train as well. But I think the best way you'll get a cat is the cat distribution system.
Yeah, that's the only way I'd get a cat. Because at this point, I don't think I could handle another animal. But if an animal came to me, I couldn't turn it away, you know? Didn't high school teach us never to cut our own? And now that I'm thinking about it, it would be a really bad idea to have a cat because if I ever needed someone to like pet sit, no one could. Because my whole family.
It would be fine. They take care of themselves.
Even I've had a pet sit cats before while people went on vacation.
They're wonderfully independent. Kachu is like not even made to exist correctly, and he's
I know,
fine
but
by
okay,
himself.
you live in a different world. You live in a different world, and I think the standards might be a little bit different because like my neighbors went away for 3 weeks, and
Oh, 3 weeks. Yes.
yeah, and I had to cat sit and clean out the litter box because there would be
Yes.
shit at the end of there'd be tons of shit, and I don't want to come home and there's tons
No,
of shit.
no, I don't want you to come home with tons of shit either.
Like I know
No,
I
I don't know why I was like, no, you'll be gone during the day and you'll come home and they're fine. That's what I was.
No, I meant like if I ever needed a animal sitter, like a real animal sitter.
Like
But
an
anywho,
actual legitimate one, yes.
didn't high school teach us to never cut our own bangs? I didn't cut my own bangs in high school, but I did start in college after I started modeling, and they gave me I think they call it a fringe. Yeah, I started having to trim it myself because it needed to be trimmed every week.
I bet your hair grows really fast.
Yeah, it does. What is your inspiration for the Savior novels? Head Like a Hole by 9 Inch Nails.
That's awesome.
Do you think Ream is a better choice than KDU? I do not know what these things are. I'm so sorry. I've never heard of Ream or KDU. Maybe KDU might mean Kindle Direct Unlimited.
Maybe. Oh, okay. Oh.
But I've never heard it called KDU. Okay. It's always just Kindle Unlimited or Kindle Direct Publishing.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know because I don't know what you're asking. Oh, I've never heard of them, period. There's a controversy? Tell me more.
This is lovely. Also, like that it's like Ream is a platform I haven't heard people talking about since the controversy. It's like, all right, what a lead. Like we need to, yeah.
How close are we getting to TSA being out again? It
Girl,
comes out in a week.
8 days.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Look at Kachu.
Also, I'm thinking about the times where we've had pet sitters and it's literally we have like a barn sitter come over. So you're totally right. There's like a barn sitter comes over and takes care of everybody, but we also don't go anywhere ever.
Yeah, yes. I know this about cats. I have been a cat pet sitter. What I was saying is that my whole family is deathly allergic to cats. So
I would need someone to like super help and like in a pinch too, like if you need to go to the hospital or something.
Yeah, I'm not saying that like who would do the hard task of picking up their shit. I'm saying who would pick up their shit and not end up in the ER, like that's what I'm saying.
No, and that makes sense because I like clean out their litter box like once a day or once every other day if I'm feeling pressed for time. But there
was a Discord controversy. Is Ream one of the pay by chapter sites?
I'm so like I need someone to break this down.
I just hear Ream and it sounds sexual to me.
Oh, I keep thinking reams of paper like the chunks. Like a ream of paper is like
I think that's what they're going for. That's just not where my mind goes. I'll break it down in CC. This is when you do the little breakdancing gif. It's a subscription site where authors post their stories.
That is so.
Is this like Wattpad?
Yeah, or like Webtoon, but you don't pay for that.
Ream controversy.
Yeah, we need someone to break it down.
There's a high amount of scammers and chronic liars.
Okay.
Ream. Let's see. Rising Reamers. See, it just sounds like they're given rim jobs. I'm sorry. Our story. What is this? It's just a platform for you to publish your stories to fight censorship, I guess. But here's the thing. I think you were trying to compare Ream to Kindle Unlimited. And if you're comparing
They're not comparable,
yeah, there's nothing that you can compare to making your book available for Kindle. There's nothing that you can compare to that, because making your book available for Kindle, Amazon is the biggest bookseller in the entire world, period. And so you can certainly make your book available on other sites. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying you can't compare what's better, Ingram Spark or Amazon, because it's like saying, I don't know, it's like saying, where would it be better for me to sell my fruit? Safeway or the fruit stand next to the road? You know, like obviously you would sell way more copies at Safeway, but way more fruit at Safeway. They're not comparable. That doesn't mean you shouldn't sell your fruit in the stand by the road.
Right.
Yes, thank you. This was a much
that's better
comparison.
I love that you went with fruit, our arch nemesis.
But even then, Ask Jeeves and Google are supposed to provide the same function. And other platforms like Wattpad and Ream and those, they're not providing the same function as Amazon, because Amazon isn't just a bookseller. But all that said is, when people say people ask me, should I do Ingram Spark or Amazon, or should I do Draft to Digital or Amazon? And it's like
Amazon is the first one.
Yeah,
and then you can add on to that if you don't do KU.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know anyone who picks either or. You do. The question is how many of them do you do? Like, am I going to do Ingram Spark and Amazon and Draft to Digital, or am I going to do Amazon and Kobo and Apple Direct and Google? Like that's the question. So yeah, it's not comparable, but basically if you want your book available on Amazon, you do Kindle Unlimited, or not Kindle Unlimited, you do Kindle Direct Publishing. If you want your book available on Amazon, it doesn't have to be through Kindle Unlimited, but you got to publish it through Amazon KDP if you want it there. And and not all authors want their books on Amazon. Some authors, especially if you're selling direct, you make more money per copy sold if you sell direct. So a lot of authors like to sell direct.
Like book boxes and stuff too.
Yeah, I don't, because it's a lot more work, and for me,
also so much space. Well, I know you do that anyway. With your signed copies. You've done that.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
It's a lot of work, and it's also, but they also sell their ebooks direct, and that's no space at all. But it's just a lot of work. And for me, time is more valuable to me than the extra 30 cents I get each book, you know? So all that said is, if you want to sell direct, then obviously you want to put it on Amazon, but otherwise usually putting it on Amazon is like a minimum thing. And I know a lot of people like boycott Amazon and stuff, and I totally get that. But a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm boycotting Amazon, so I can't buy your book, but I want to support you. And it's kind of like, well, the easiest way, like when you're supporting an author, the easiest way to support them is to buy their book on Amazon. And it's like, and so like a lot of people, and I'm not a fan of Amazon or anything, but people forget that, like, if we're selling our book through Amazon, 70% of that goes to us, you know? So it's like, you're helping us more than them.
This is what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
That's just where my brain goes.
With the amount of word of mouth I've been seeing, Amazon and Draft to Digital sound like a good direction. So again, they serve different purposes, but here's the deal. Draft to Digital is a distributor. So basically it's their job to you send them your book, and they will distribute it to different places to sell it. So I use Draft to Digital, and then Draft to Digital then sends my book to Kobo. It sends my book to Apple. It sends my book to Smash Mouth. It sends my book to all the online libraries, and there's like a bunch of foreign retailers that we might not be familiar with. It sends it to all of them, and in turn, they take an extra 10% of every copy sold. And some people don't want to sacrifice that 10%, so they send all of their books. They'll publish their book directly to Kobo. They'll publish their book directly to Apple. They'll publish their book directly to Smashword. For me, again, time is of the essence. Is it called Smash Mouth? What is it called? It's called Smashwords or Smash Words? Smashwords. Did I say Smash Mouth?
You did, but I thought that was awesome.
Sorry.
That's a band.
I know that it's a band.
Hey now, you're a rock star. Awesome.
But anyway, all that said is Draft to Digital will do that for you for an extra 10% of every copy sold. And so it's just a matter of, is that 10% mean more to you than the time it takes to do all the uploading? For me, the time it takes means more to me. So I do Draft to Digital for all platforms other than Amazon. So yeah, that's if you're publishing wide. So that's what I do. But again, some people, they really want that extra 10%. So. Okay, so Smash Mouth, I'm just kidding. Smashwords is having their annual read and ebook sale this week. So go grab your ebooks for cheap.
That's awesome.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
I love that we both said the same.
Play.
Hey now, you're a rock star.
Get paid.
Can you want to say hi? You look cute. No? Okay, he gave me the look. Okay.
I say hi.
We heard. That's fun.
Butters is sitting next to me though. I'll just see if you can. Oh no, you guys can see her butt. Hi, there she is. Hi. Hi, come. No, don't look back at the camera. Bubba's. No.
Come out here.
They said we value his off-screen commentary.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Clint. I think that's a joke.
I think it's a joke too. Soraya and Clint.
Oh yes.
Gemma Morsell.
Hi, Cliff. Hope you're getting to feel a bit better.
Yep. Okay.
How was physical therapy?
My legs feel like noodles.
Your legs feel like
Means
noodles.
It was a good one.
Hi, Jeff. Yes, the Clint was a joke.
Oh, that's fun.
You can never be too sure these days because there's someone who shows up to every stream and still calls Iona Lana.
Yeah. At first, it was an accident, and they were just out of it, and now they do it on purpose.
Hi. You want to say hi to everyone? Oh, look. Thank you. Hello.
Do you guys want to hear a funny story? And yes, we'll do a sprint soon. I have to do emails for this sprint.
No, that sucks for you. I'm going to be reading Filthy Rich.
Yeah. This is kind of mean, but this guy is not a good person. So let me preface it by saying that. Okay, this guy I'm about to talk about is not a good person. What's his name again? I'm looking at you like you know who I'm talking about, but my sister had a friend who, it was one of those friends where I'm the kind of person where I can't be friends with someone if I don't respect them. And so once I find out things about them that make me not respect them.
Are you talking about the brunette dude?
Yeah, he was the short guy.
Yeah.
Him. What was his name?
No clue.
Well, they were friends and he was in love with her. But she didn't return the affection, and also he was a serial cheater, which is why I'm like, why are you friends with this guy who cheats on? Because I can't respect a cheater. So like, and I'm one of those people where I'm of the mindset of, if they do this to someone that they claim to love, what are they going to do to me? You know. So it's like,
also it's a form of emotional abuse. So
yeah,
you can't, like, that's not good.
So I don't know why she was friends with him, but she was.
I think he loved a lot of people though.
Yeah, but he so this is the part where it's kind of mean, and please note that I'm not making fun of him for the mental health reason. I'm making fun of something else, but the mental health is relevant to the story, so I can't tell the story without the mental health thing. And keep in mind, I have CPTSD, I have OCD, like my brain is mashed potatoes, okay? So he had bipolar disorder, okay? And I did not know that. And I don't know if he knew that until after this, but he had a manic episode. And this was during the time when I was modeling, and he hit me up saying he had a modeling gig that he needed a model for. He was starting a new marketing job, and he needed a model to appear at this event. And all I had to do was wear a shirt promoting this company, and I'd get paid just wearing the shirt.
Sounds easy enough.
Yes. And I said, okay, yeah, sure. And he goes, can I call you to discuss the details? I was like, sure. And I knew he worked in marketing, or that's what he was like trying to do. So he called me, and this is back when I still lived at home, like with my family, and I was on the phone with him. Hold on.
What? Is it a creature?
I think that was the fox.
The fox.
But
a good
I missed
omen.
It. I missed it. Okay, guys. So just so you know, there's a fox that frequents our backyard. It's like a gray fox.
It's so cool.
And I've been trying to get a picture of it. Damn it. Okay. So anyway, sorry guys. I just had to go check for the
fox sighting.
ADHD.
That's not ADHD. Anyone would stop for a fox. Okay. Anywho, so he said, "Can I call you to discuss the details?" And I was like, "Okay, sure." And so I get on the phone with him, and I'm at home with my family. And no lie, I was on the phone with him for several hours. Plural. And I almost did not say a word because he was having a manic episode. And the whole thing was like not real, you know. And he was just going on and on, and my mom and my sister kept passing my room and being like, and I was like, I don't know, and I couldn't get a word in to be like, I gotta go, but the whole event was like not a real thing. And then he's like, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, but the reason I brought this up is because he started hitting on me in the middle of the call, of course. And he was like, he was like saying, what about that guy you're with? What's his name? Clint? This is Clint. I'm like, it's Cliff. He's like, right, Clint. He's like, I mean, he's a good looking guy, don't get me wrong, but like, I could have you if I wanted to. Like, I could get a girl like you, but I know Clint, like a lot of women prefer guys like Clint because he's tall and blah, blah, blah. But I could have you. And he just kept going on and on about Clint.
Bro, it's like, I have like a say, and my say is no. Thank you.
And he just kept going on and on about how he could get a girl like me if he wanted to, and just going on and like being like very derogatory about Clint, and I'm just sitting there for the longest time, just like, what is going on? I could have you. I wish that was the first guy who has said that to me, or the only guy that has said that to me, but unfortunately it's not. But anywho, all that to be said is anytime someone mistakes Cliff's name for Clint, I think about that manic episode where I'm on the phone with this guy for at least 3 hours. And this is back,
that's
like,
crazy.
If this happened nowadays, I would have just hung up.
Yes.
But first of all, I didn't know he was having a manic episode, so I was so confused. Like I was like 22 at the time, so it was like different, mindset. And so I was confused. I know he was my sister's friend. I didn't want to be rude.
Also, it was a potential, like at the time, it was like a potential gig from like the sound of it too.
Right at the start, but then by the end, I was like, "This is
no." At the then you're like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, he said I'd have to make the shirt, and the gig was tomorrow, and I'm like, "What?" But anywho, all that said, then he never called me the next day, and he ended up getting diagnosed with bipolar. But anyway,
I mean, that makes sense.
Which is, I'm not hating on the bipolar part. Like I said, full of mental illness up in this noggin. The point I am making is that every time someone calls Cliff Clint, I think about that. I could have you, but what's your guy's name? Clint? Yeah, well, whatever, Clint. Yeah, I know he's good looking and he's tall and he's muscly and da 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 da, and he can sing, but like I could have you. I can sing, and I'm just like,
Okay.
It's funny that he was casually glazing Cliff at the same time. He's tall, he's handsome. Yeah, this is also not the first time that that's happened where a guy has been like
The tractor
Are you hitting on me or
beams.
What are you doing?
huh?
It sounded like he was hitting on me.
Yeah, Cliff's like sounds like he was hitting on me. Yeah, Cliff is Jolene song vibes. Yeah, Cliff is like it's so funny because it's like just as many men are like attracted to Cliff. Like they're like they'll be like, oh, like I'm not even gay, but wow, and he's just like, okay.
I can't help that I'm beautiful.
Yeah,
That's so
it's the eyes, you know. Everyone loves the eyes, and meanwhile, Cliff hates his eyes because he can't see shit. Well, he can, but they're very light sensitive.
Yeah, he's like-
he has perfect vision, but they're light
It's
sensitive.
like my sensitive eyes.
I'm bipolar and had it pointed out to me by somebody else with it. Yeah,
That's usually how it goes. That's normal.
This is not the first time. This was the first time I had seen a manic episode in someone, but it wouldn't be the last.
Mhm.
I've known lots of people with bipolar. I've seen several manic episodes, and we just go like, "Hey, buddy, meds," and then
You're
they're
gonna
like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
You know?
getting a little, or it's like there's a friend of mine where it's like whenever they're starting to get really interested in like religion, specifically like a quote new one, it's like, oh,
Around here in the Bay Area, it's
uh-huh.
not an exaggeration. Every person I've known around here who
Mhm.
had a manic episode, they
Mhm.
were starting a business. They're starting
The whole like, I'm gonna start a restaurant. It's gonna be the biggest restaurant chain you ever saw. Oh boy.
No,
I've
it's
seen
all
those.
like like I'm
It's
starting a market, like a
oh.
tech thing. Like I'm starting a like that guy. I'm starting my own marketing firm, and then
Yes.
another guy was starting his own online revolution to like an
Yes.
online revolution to inspire love in the world. You know.
Mhm.
And he's like, it's going to be like an online tech business. And we're like, what does it do? He's like, we're going to spread love. And we're all like, what? And he goes like, what's the profit margin? And he's like, we're going to spread love. And then it was like, oh, this is a manic episode. Okay. We get it now. They're starting a business that doesn't make sense. And we're like, oh, it's a manic episode. You don't have to rub his Adonis beauty on us. You hear that, Cliff? Your Adonis beauty.
It's funny.
I'm just normal.
Did you hear me? He's like, I'm just normal. Then he covered his head with his
Ah.
you know how men were all loving on Ryan Reynolds? Well, Cliff is the new Ryan Reynolds. For real. You hear that, Cliff? Except he's not problematic. Cliff is a sweetie.
Is Ryan what? Oh, Ryan Reynolds. Ew. Yeah. No. Also, I feel like Ryan Reynolds is just looks like a guy.
I have never ever understood the hype about Ryan Reynolds.
I think he just looks like a dude.
He looks like, I don't think he's ugly, but he looks just like a regular guy. Like he's just a guy. And I swear to God, I think it's because for a period of time he was muscular, and then people forgot that his face is just a normal face. And tied with the fact that he's funny. I think it's funny, muscular, and then everyone's like,
but also he's not funny. Because people tell him what to say.
I know. By funny, I mean.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, also he like just has a script. It's just because he played Deadpool. That's so dumb.
No, but people thought he was funny and like hot before that, you know.
Oh.
And
I did not like his jokes. All of his jokes are joking about leaving his family.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, okay, that was a weird thing to say.
I don't think he's funny or good looking. I don't think he's ugly. I just think he's there. You know, he's just a regular guy. Like. It kind of reminds me of what's his name? Chris. I keep wanting to say Chris Peck, but that's not it.
Hemsworth?
No, the MAGA one.
Oh, actually, I don't think I. Oh.
Yeah, the one
from Parks and Rec.
He got muscles, and
he
all
hates
of a sudden,
gay people so much.
He abandoned his wife.
Pratt, Chris Pratt. Oh yeah, also he has like a kid with like
he has
disabilities, and he like doesn't give a shit, and he like also has a mega church now. It's so gross.
He's very gross. But people got all into him because he got muscular for that one role. And it's like, are we forgetting what his face looks like? He has just a dumpy, regular face. But he got muscular and that's all it takes?
I guess so.
Fuck you. Like, I can't with the fucking...
Well,
Chris
and
Barat.
they're famous, so.
What did he say?
What'd you say?
And they're famous, so people care.
And
about
he's
that.
famous, yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I just saw what you said.
Chris
Yeah.
Pratt. I think it's great.
People are saying Chris Pine. Don't you dare. Although I think I've heard there might be some bad stuff about him.
Anyone
lately.
who's famous most likely has
Right.
some bad stuff.
But Chris Pine was the last of the Chris's where I'm like, he like there were some things that he did that were like pro-feminism and stuff. So I'm like, yay! But then I think other stuff has come out about him. That's like,
Who's the guy who played Ken? I feel like he's a good one. Is he another
He's
Chris?
not a Chris. He's not a Chris. That's if you're a bird, I'm a bird. What's his name? If you're a bird, I'm a bird. You thought he would be my celebrity crush, but he's not. He was in The Notebook.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, yeah. He seems okay, but like you said, they're famous. They're all
Yeah, but he did a whole bunch of like donations of some sort, something.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's a really common one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're in the Bay Area, you're just going to try and start
It's a startup. It's a startup.
That's what I meant. Not a business, a startup. The marketing startup, the tech online spreading love startup.
Because of where I live, it's like the chain restaurant shit. Like, I'm going to go to such and such university, but it's not really a university. And they're like, and I'm going to start a Chick-fil-A. And it's like, all right, you have to like,
I'm gonna start my own Denny's, except
no, honestly, that was one of them. I'm like, oh, friend.
I had a manic episode very recently. My friend had to keep stopping me from buying international plane tickets, which I find kind of funny. I did not know that you had bipolar.
I'm not,
because I know you
really don't hate me. I'm not trying to add on to things. I sometimes wonder too. I'm not saying you don't have it. I'm just saying it's super overdiagnosed, especially with neurodivergent people. But also, and I'm not saying you have this in particular, but a lot of times when people are like, I just want to start over in like somewhere else, or I just want to fly off to whatever, it can be like a healthy, recovered person's what used to be suicidal before. Mm-hmm. Because it's like the new start fresh that's like more socially acceptable, healthier. So it could be that if you've had suicidality in your past, you don't have to answer that. I'm just throwing that out there too.
Okay, yeah. Well, I do know that bipolar is heavily overdiagnosed and misdiagnosed because a lot of people have autism, but they instead get diagnosed as being bipolar or having
BPD too, borderline, which I'm like, okay, that's not the same thing. But also, you can have also both where you have borderline and autism because borderline just comes from attachment trauma, which is like super, super common for people who are neurodivergent because it's almost like we're rejected all the time. So, yeah.
And what was I going to say? And also, if you experience psychosis, they usually immediately assume you have schizophrenia or bipolar, but it could be a number of other things. So it tends to be overdiagnosed. And I feel very fortunate that I wasn't
misdiagnosed with it.
Yeah, because there were times where when I was trying to figure out if I was autistic, I looked up if I had borderline and I was researching it and I'm like, oh my gosh. And there have been times where I talk to you and I'm like, am I experiencing a manic episode? And you're like, no, Jenna, that's just called joy.
You're feeling
happy.
Hope and happiness in your heart.
Yeah, you're like manic would be if you're trying to, sell your assets and buy a plane ticket. You're like, you're just happy, Jenna. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Is this what joy feels like?
No, I've had diagnosed bipolar for years. My therapist said she's been reading about how it's misdiagnosed in neurodivergent women, but that I'm very Are
And
you
can have
neurodivergent? I feel so dumb because I knew that you had
Jenna,
anxiety.
where have you been? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Because I knew, because you've talked a lot about the anxiety and we thought you had OCD. Sorry if I'm like totally like airing out your shit here.
You're like, here are your diagnoses we've secretly discussed.
Okay, okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Manic will be when Jenna actually does tech reviews.
Like, I'm taking my channel a new direction. I'm gonna do tech reviews.
I was diagnosed with ADHD as a kid, but the stuff I was on for that barely helped. Lithium made me feel pretty normal, though. Isn't lithium for bipolar?
It is for bipolar. However, they are. I do not like that drug at all. However, if we actually don't look at my feelings and we look at like the science, low levels of lithium help so many people. It helps with suicidality. It does help with ADHD, weirdly, especially if you have rejection sensitivity dysphoria, because a lot of people with rejection sensitivity have somatic symptoms of it. It's so good. But I hate that drug because I'm like, it's in your blood. But like also, if it helps, please keep taking it. Don't listen to me. I'm not a medical professional in that way. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I knew you had ADHD. I'm sorry. My brain went to autism, and I was like,
I also think that she has
Okay.
But they go together. But no, she's like,
I have ADHD so bad. My
super
entire family
ADHD.
apparently have always thought I was autistic and didn't tell me. I don't know if I do or do not. Okay. Well, for some reason, I heard neurodivergent, immediately thought autistic, and I knew you had ADHD.
Well, it's because she's in STEM, and we love femmes in STEM, but a lot of femmes in STEM are autistic, so I totally get it.
Yeah.
But I'm also just trying to like, I just was laughing. It's okay, because I was like, join us.
Yeah.
Join us with all of the things. But don't listen to us, listen to your therapist.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was diagnosed with ADHD a year ago, and looking back onto my childhood, I have no idea how nobody knows. Here's the thing. I had to get my autism diagnosis myself, and I look back at my childhood, and it was so fucking obvious I was autistic. But at the same time, I totally understand why I didn't get diagnosed, because no one ever diagnosed girls. And my family is of the mindset of like, oh, if you're autistic, you can't talk, you know?
Yes. Oh my, I will tell you privately.
I always used to think people who took lithium would just be taking little metal pills. But yeah, I like looking back, it's so obvious that I was autistic, but they just I got the stereotype that a lot of autistic girls get, which is either autistic girls usually go into two categories. Either she's just shy, which was not me, or she's a gifted kid. So I was the gifted kid. And so it was like I was really, really good at school. So there's no way I could be autistic because I'm smarter than everyone. You know, but then I was like punished my whole life for all of my autistic traits, and I developed severe depression and CPTSD because of how I was treated for my autistic traits. And then I grow up and it's like, it all makes sense, you know?
You're not treated differently anymore.
I know. Because I have you. My husband thinks I'm autistic, but I just have ADHD and depression and anxiety and a touch of PTSD. You could
have all of them.
Yeah, you could
and
have
also
autism.
PTSD is an anxiety disorder, so it's kind of anxiety is an umbrella term.
Yeah. So if you have PTSD, we already know you have anxiety. That's what I was diagnosed with first, was anxiety, and it's
a good gateway into getting more like,
so you don't have to
get you covered, and then
saying you have anxiety and PTSD is like saying I'm in a romantic relationship and a marriage. It's like, well, yeah. So like I was diagnosed with anxiety first and then CPTSD. So yeah. Hold on, let me see what you're saying.
I've mastered the face too, where I'm like, you didn't know that? I thought you were a psychiatrist. I'm like, maybe because I'm new here. Maybe I don't realize. I thought you were a psychiatrist. They're like, I am. I'm like, oh. I'm so mean.
I love it.
I'm like, pull yourself together. Pull the Edna mode.
I mean, like I told you, the very first psychiatrist I talked to about being autistic was like, "Oh, you're not autistic. I can tell immediately when I meet someone if they're autistic and you're not." And they're like, "You can't be autistic because you're on YouTube."
Meanwhile, half the fucking YouTubers are autistic. Who else would talk about their special interest for video after video?
Right.
The signs are there.
Don't worry, everyone. I reported him, and then got a new doctor, and yeah. Neurospicy are drawn to each other. Exactly.
Yes, we are.
A friend of mine thinks I'm autistic and probably ADHD too. Well, I mean, like
they go together. They're comorbid.
Yes,
the
so you'd
fancy
be like
way of
IONA.
saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at me. And it was so funny because I did not tell everyone that I was working with, but there were several clients that I was talking with where it was relevant to their care. It was relevant to like what was like clinically indicated to share, like to disclose that. And they were like, every single one, which wasn't many, was like 5 out of like the 30 I was working with, but they were like, "Oh, I thought you like knew that." And I'm like, Jesus Christ. It was very sweet though.
I have ADHD, bipolar 2, autism, and generalized anxiety disorder, so every day is an adventure.
Yes.
Sliders, we just played. You little booger. Come here. Come see Daddy. Come see. I'm going to go ahead and say if you're on the writing stream, you can probably get a diagnosis. Yeah.
You get a diagnosis and you get a diagnosis.
Everyone.
No, also, I'm sorry, I have to do this. I cannot diagnose you. This is a joke. I am joking. Mm-hmm. Look into it yourself. The end. I'm done now. I just have to. Oh, the banana.
Remember, guys, this is Banancy.
Banancy.
I told Cliff
I
told Cliff that we should name her Banancy Pelosi, and he was like, no politician.
Absolutely.
I thought that was funny. That's
funny.
all. Pelosi. It's like
that's really, really funny.
Butters is just staring at me like, give me a banana. But it was a manic episode that got me to join CC and start writing again.
I love that.
Yay! Yeah. We really should do a sprint, but I don't want to do my email. I've had this problem going on with Amazon for months, like over a month now, and I have to email them again, and I'm just like, ah! I've been thinking I have hidden ADHD, so maybe I did come into the right stream.
Secret.
Masked.
Yeah, I think Cliff has ADHD, but
I am interested in a lot of things.
But he's not formally diagnosed, but he's diagnosed by me. Iona's face. She's like, he's diagnosed by me too.
He can't not have it. It's not a diagnosis.
She says he can't not have it. Honestly, if you were neurotypical, I don't think I'd like you.
You wouldn't.
I'm special.
Yes, exactly.
And autism and ADHD go together so well. Like, I mean, also the fact this is not a diagnosable factor, but I just think it's funny when he said Smash Mouth. He said, "Hey, now you're a rock star. Get your game on. Go play." And then he's like, "Smash Mouth is a band," and then he did the same fucking thing. I'm like, all right, well, like we see it, right? We see it. We all see it.
I very likely have ADHD too. Yay. Okay, guys, let's do a stream. I'll do these fucking emails. Fuck, as my mom would say when I was a child, "Fuck, damn, shit, hell." She would walk around going, "Fuck, damn, shit, hell, fuck, damn, shit, hell," and my sister and I would follow her around and go, So, and then they wondered why I became such a potty mouth. I have no idea. Anywho, let's do a stream. Funny. I met a sprint. God.
Oh, I didn't even notice it. I didn't even notice that. That's funny.
I think I have AD squirrel. I did see a squirrel outside a little bit ago, but I was not distracted. Just let all the curse words out. But I just need you guys to see this little poo-poo. Oh, Butters!
Hi, buddies.
She was laying all preciously. Hello. I'm using her tuffet as a thank you as a as a desk for my
So
laptop.
cute.
Thank you. Her tuffet. Thank
She's so
you, Butters.
cute.
I love you. In the middle of the night, I had a dream that someone was trying to hurt her. So I was like
No.
flailing in my sleep to protect her, and I accidentally
That's horrible.
bonked her on the head in real life.
No.
And I felt really bad. I was like, I was trying to protect you, Butters, and I hurt you instead.
Mm-mm-mm.
And then I went to give her a hug, and she growled at me, and I was like, "You're mad at me.
No.
You're mad at me. You're furious. You have the fury of 1,000 suns within you." But then a half hour later, she snuggled me, so everything was fine. Oh,
That's adorable.
she's got Banancy. You've got Banancy. Okay, I really need to stop. Okay, guys, we'll do the fucking sprint. God damn it! It's just emails, but then I've got that one person who's like, "Oh, can we move it to April?" I'm just.
Can I not? You already did all that work.
I know.
You did so much work.
Everyone, my life is hard. Yeah, Pelosi, isn't that funny? Smash Mouth is in the hearts of all 90s kids and teens.
Hi. Hi. Oh, do I get kisses?
Such a cutie.
Thank you, my sweet girl.
She
She's
befriended
so sweet.
She befriended the new physical therapist today by playing fetch with him.
That's
All
so
right.
cute.
So if you're new here, which I don't think anyone here is, but just in case, if you're new here, we set the timer for 20 minutes during sprints, and during that sprint, you need to write as many words as you possibly can for your current work in progress. We will not be providing a prompt for you. The idea is to work on whatever it is that you've got to work on. If you are not currently working on a draft, that's okay. You can edit for 20 minutes, you could critique for 20 minutes, you could beta read for 20 minutes, or you can do something else that you need to get done for 20 minutes. For example, I will be doing emails for 20 minutes. Fuck my life. We will be muted during this time, and there will not be a timer on the screen because I'm too lazy to figure out how to do that.
I am going to be reading Filthy Rich.
No,
Everyone be jealous.
Yay! I hope it's okay. That's what I was going to be working on today if it wasn't for
mermazing.
mermaids.
As me and Beba say.
Oh, okay.
Mermaids.
Well, Butters is here giving kisses to try and
What a cutie.
motivate us.
Aww.
Thank you, Bubby.
She's the best.
So we're going to go ahead and set the timer, get them emails out of the way. That's what I'm going to try and do. Motherfuckers emailing me. All right, folks, setting the timer. We're going to be muted. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, folks, how did everyone do? I got through all but one email. So, yay. IONA is a ghost. She has disappeared. I had to read and sign the updated company employee handbook. That was boring. That does sound boring. That sounds awful. I had to write the longest email explaining this issue I've been having with Amazon for over a month. And it's just, oh my god! I just saw the art in Cyborg Central. Look at them! It's a baby! I love it so much! I love it so much! I don't know if Standard Fiend is in the stream right now. But I saw it! It's so cute! Oh, ha ha ha! There we go. 2:59. I took my meds and had a snack, finished editing a chapter, got something to eat, read, so I'm going to shut up and write the book. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Cleaned the kitchen. Very nice. I'm going to be making tilapia tonight. So art happened. We love it when art happens. Yeah, I only have one email left. It's just that I'm just like, ugh. And now I'm trying to decide if I want to. So basically, I have a sponsored video coming up. And I got all my content done early for March so that I could just work on, what's it called? My rom-com. Kachu turned off Iona's camera. That's funny. She just messaged me. But yeah, so basically I got all my video stuff ready like 2 weeks ago so that March would be free for me. And things keep popping up where I keep having to do more video stuff. And so now I was supposed to have a sponsored video go out in March. And now they want to move it to April, which means I have a video slot available in March. And it's like, do I script now or do I wait until later? So I don't know. I'm just annoyed. Womp womp. What should I do? Maybe have Butter star in a video? People are being mean to you. It's just... Sorry. It's just so much shit going on at once. I am always in favor of more Butter vids. Butters, do you want to be in a video? I love the last video, Butters video as a writer companion. Business gonna be business, little dog. Could be Butters just giving life advice, wisdom. Sorry, my throat's starting to hurt. Because this is my fourth appointment of the day. I do count these streams as appointments. Because if I don't, I'll forget them. But I had therapy this morning. And then Cliff had a pre-anesthesia appointment. And then he had physical therapy. So it's been a talky day. And my throat is starting to hurt. Butters has big words. She's got a lot of opinions. She is a strong, independent woman. Does anyone have any questions for me while we wait for Iona? I'm just over here playing a game on my phone, very professional-like. series currently. I'm currently reading a rom-com. Not gonna lie, it's pretty boring. It's pretty boring. It's the one I told you guys about in Cyborg Central, where the guy's name rhymes with Jaeger. It's pretty boring so far, and I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying my best. I'm giving it a... I'm trying to think of what I can... Oh yeah, it's not funny, so there is that. But it's very it takes place in Tahoe. I don't know if any of you have been to Lake Tahoe, but it's like a very popular tourist attraction in California. But if you like live there, it can be a little hodunky. So like the characters are going fishing and stuff, and it reads like a little bit like a small town romance. Like they're all going to bars, and one of the characters is a carpenter, and small town romance isn't really my vibe, and I'm sort of like, I don't know, it was not what I was anticipating out of the book, which doesn't necessarily make it a bad book. It's just not what I was expecting when I picked it up. I purposely chose it because I'm like, oh, thank God it's not a small town romance, but it reads like one, because Lake Tahoe, if you live there, can be very like, let's go fishing and let's go have a beer by the lake, and so yeah, it's not doing it for me. Have you heard anything about Matt Holland's book progress? No, I haven't heard from him in like a year. We haven't talked in a long time. No shade or anything like that. I haven't heard from him in a long time. I think he's just really busy with life.
Yeah, I think he's doing life. But I'm sure he's still writing, or hopefully he's still writing. I want to see the last time I talked to him. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's been more than a year. I thought it was sooner than that, but no.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've told him before in the past that like he has an open invitation to the streams, and just let me know like when. And so I haven't heard from him. I think last I talked to him, he's just like really focused on like work.
Career stuff. Yeah.
So
that's how it was whenever I talked to him too. Yeah.
Let's see. Does outlining a novel kill the joy of writing it for you? I'm scared to write one because I've always been a pantser, but for me, outlining a novel is so fun, and it makes me so excited to write, because it's like, now I'm like, you got to keep writing so you can get to this scene. Like, I understand that everyone's different. Like, everyone's different, and I get that, but I don't understand I don't understand why that's the case for people, that outlining kills the joy, because people are like, well, now you know how it ends. But for me, the joy of writing isn't like wondering what is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't write for mystery. I write because I'm like, oh my God, I want this to happen. I want that to happen. And so when I have it all outlined, I get even more excited about it, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like 2 more chapters and then they finally kiss, or 3 more chapters and then I get to write this hilarious argument, and like I get excited for this to create the scenes coming up. So yeah, not for me. What about you?
No, it's funny because I used to be told / think that unless you were a pantser and you also like made up as you went and you didn't really have any ideas, then you weren't a real writer, or like it's like cheating or something. I don't know. And then whenever I started like outline, but I would always get halfway through and then not be able to finish a manuscript. So then I started outlining, and it was awesome. I was actually able to finish like a draft. Whereas before, it's kind of like how I look at it is whatever you need to do. Like, it's kind of like a little experiment to see what gets you to finish your first draft. And whatever you did for that, you can kind of see what worked and what didn't work, and beef up the parts that do work.
Yeah. Agreed.
But a lot of times, and I don't mean this in a shady way, I just like a noticing kind of way. A lot of times there will be people who's like, oh, I can't write unless this, or I can't write unless that. But they're saying that about they can't write like 75% of a book or half of a book unless this. They
Yeah.
don't know what will get them to the finish line because a lot of people don't finish their very first draft even.
Right.
And I don't mean that in a mean way either. That's just like, but just to shift your thinking if you're in that boat, because a lot of people are.
Mm-hmm. I had to compromise and be a plancer. Follow the plan until the character says no, left, not right. You need to know. Yes, when you're writing a slasher or murder mystery, you need to know who the killer is for the clues and red hair. Exactly,
Yes.
and it's so frustrating as a reader to read a thriller written by a pantser because you can tell.
That just happened, and I was so mad that I like actually want you to read it. It's so upsetting. I'm so mad. I was like invested, and you can tell it's a pantser.
Yeah,
because the first half, I would say, or at least the first quarter of the book had me totally hooked. I was in. I was like, this totally is like I wonder what's happening, all that stuff. But it turns out there was no red herring. Like that, what you saw is what you got. And then the person that saved the day was introduced like 2 chapters beforehand.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
this person that was like the friend, also the character had no agency. That's why for the first half of the book I was like, okay, this makes sense, because you know how like the first quarter they're stumbling through, the next quarter they're starting to figure out what's going on, and then the third and fourth quarter they're supposed to have they're supposed to have agency the whole time, but like they have this skill and they stand up for themselves.
Right.
Damsel in distress through and through. And then, oh my God, I could go on. I was so mad. I was like, it's funny because I was telling my sister about it because it just ended, and I was like, what the fuck? And so, and I even like made myself not listen to it at home. It was just for my commute so that it would like kind of get me going and out during the day, and it's not like just to start my morning shift that I still will never be used to. And it was just funny because I was talking to her and my like throat was kind of hurting. And I was like, I hope I'm not coming down with something. And it turns out, like I was telling her about how ridiculous it was. And it turns out that my throat was hurting because I was screaming about it. And I had no idea. I was like, and then, and I was like, okay, I need to like calm down. I'm not actually this like upset. I'm just like flabbergasted.
I read this thriller that another writer sent to me. She said it was one of her favorite books, and I was enjoying it so much, and like it was so complex. And we got to the end, and I was like, I can't wait to find out what everything is. And you could tell that the author had no idea until that moment, because the explanation of the ending, like the explanation of here's the solving the mystery, was so complicated to make everything that she had figured out fit together. And it was one of those things where it's like, like
feels like Pretty Little Liars or whatever.
Yeah, like it's like where it's like she's got an evil when someone pulls out there's a triplet, or when there's someone who looks just like them. It's just like, okay, all right, like out of nowhere, like it's just like it just got so stupid, and it lasted forever. And then there were elements of it that they just like she really wanted one character to be hated, but then she had something happen to him that like basically he was raped, but they made it, they like twisted around to be like, well, he cheated on her. It's like he was
that doesn't constitute getting assaulted,
right?
My God,
he was literally drugged and raped. That's not cheating. And also
called the rape cheating.
Yes,
I thought they were saying, because he cheated, then it's fine that happened to him. It's like, oh my God, no, oh my God.
But the thing is he had been kind of a shitty guy before that, and he had been like he was like he would tell his girlfriend that she's like, he would talk shit about her weight, and he wasn't a good boyfriend, and so then the cheating happens, and you find out in the climax that he didn't cheat, he was raped, and because they're trying to make it seem like he's the bad guy and the cheating is part of that. But no,
You're like, raped. Well, that came out of left field and is really sad.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I was like, oh wow, like how is this going to end? And like, which is it's I thought she was gonna be like, oh wow, he didn't cheat on me. He was actually raped. Like I thought that's what was gonna happen. But then in the end, she was still like, I deserve better than a guy who will cheat on me. And it's like, you
Like,
deserve
you have so many things you can complain about.
right, but that's not one
You
of them.
don't have to pick that one because
That's the
that's
thing.
out of his control. Like,
because none of us would have been upset that she ends up breaking up with the guy because he was a bad boyfriend.
Yeah.
But she picks that to be the reason. And I'm like,
girl, now you're a bad person.
right.
Like, oh my God.
It's
Also, it would be I think it would make it interesting if not that in particular, but like someone's about to break up with someone, but then they go through a trauma of like their parent dies or they lose all their money or they get diagnosed with cancer or something. And it's like some sort of traumatic thing happens and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be with this person, but now I'm forcing myself to stay kind of thing. And then if you're finding out like, oh, did they actually kill their mom? Or like, did they actually like just things like that? Or like, are they faking that diagnosis? Or like things like that where it would totally make like that would make it a thriller
right.
And like that would make it a thriller. But
yeah, it was just that it was the bad guy was like a strange sister or something, or who wasn't even a sister. It was like a friend of the, I don't know, but it was so stupid and it was just so complicated. And then her to be like, I finally have agency because he cheated on me, and it's like, but he didn't. Like, why couldn't you have agency because he called you fat? Like,
yeah,
he
was starting to be controlling. Like, do that.
Like I remember he kept a little magnet of a pig on the fridge to remind her that said oink oink to remind her not to eat too much.
Yeah, that's a breakupable offense. You have so much material to break up with
right. Like, why did we have to focus on the oh my gosh, I keep getting press reply stop to end. Jenna, Google urges 13-year-olds to ditch parental controls on their birthday. God, why am I getting this?
What is happening?
Stop.
Did they think you're a mom of a teen? That's crazy.
It's just these spam emails. Or spam texts.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, oink oink is crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just came back to a live stream and what?
Mm-hmm.
What's a plot twist you hate the most? I'm trying to think. I really hate the plot twists, just in general, like not a specific one, but the ones where it sounds like the author's figuring it out in that moment.
Yeah,
and
like
you could tell because it's so complicated, and it's like a cousin of a friend of a dad of a, and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, I hate those kind of plot twists.
I'm gonna say I'm looking at types of plot twists to cheat. I'm cheating. Because my brain is, I can feel it
cheater.
hitting a wall. I'm a cheat.
I'm just kidding.
I don't like the false protagonist where a character seems like they're going to be the main character, but they're killed or disappears early. For some reason that makes me upset because it like often is not done well. Let's see. Also, I kind of don't like that I can like guess. I don't like being able to guess the ending. If it's like specifically a mystery. If it's not supposed to be a mystery or if it's not supposed to be a thriller, then that's fine. Oh, also, wait, these are plot twists. These are not tropes. But the red herring needs to be like actually a red herring, I think.
Well, how many characters would you have in a 100,000 word book? It depends on the genre. The number of characters you have is not relevant to how many words are in the book. It's the genre. It was all a dream. I used to write those when I was a kid, and I thought it was
that's such a kid. That's such a kid thing. That's fine. That's part. You have to write really, really tropey things and cliche things when you're first starting out. That's so funny.
Did you get to watch Connor's story on SNL?
No.
Oh.
Did you send it to me, or
No.
were you just telling me about it and then I haven't
No, I
seen
was
it?
telling everyone about it. It was
Yeah.
just like a big thing. It's all over my social media, and I was like, oh. I was just so excited that he did one of his clowning characters on SNL, and they let him do one of his clowning characters on there, and it ended up being the best skit of the whole thing.
Oh, I saw one of the skits. Actually, I saw one of the skits, and it's when he can do he's like, I can do impersonations.
Oh, that
Is it
wasn't
that
a
one?
skit.
Oh.
That was marketing to lead up to the episode.
Oh. Well, he did great.
Yeah, so he did one of his clowning skits on the episode, and it was by far the funniest one. And they put it at the end, which is where they put things that they don't think are going to be that good, but it was the best one for sure. And then Hudson showed up, and it was cute.
That is really cute.
Oh my gosh, who keeps emailing me? Leave me alone. Oh, it's my investments.
Money.
Money. The guy just knows an expert on demons when he has to fight one. He lives a short drive away and is the protagonist's friend from college. He wasn't mentioned beforehand, of course.
Yeah, it's like it just happens to know everything. And
even worse plot twist when the good guy turns out to be the villain. Oh, yeah.
I have seen that done well. But it has to make sense. I like when you're made to root for them and then you slowly descend into wait a minute, this guy kind of sucks. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Who are you?
I had to. I'm
good.
sorry. Have you seen Ariana Grande do impersonations? I have.
The singing ones I think are great. I don't know any other kind. And
Yeah.
I do not like her as a person. I think she's awful. But she's very good at impersonating singing voices.
Yes. I second everything you said. And so right now I prefer Connor's story because we have yet to learn any reason why he's awful. But I'm sure one day,
no one is totally problematic free. We're all problematic in ways, or we all have hidden biases.
It's just a matter of
how harmful is it, and did he know about it, and is he willing to grow as a person and all that fun stuff.
Well, it's also there's people will get really angry because someone said something sexist when they were 14, and it's now they're 40 and a huge feminist and it'll help, and they'll be like, look at what they said when they were 14, and it's
I feel like we all have to unlearn sexism at age 14.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I used to be a big slut shamer. If people saw things that I said back then, I would be so embarrassed. But it's well, I'm obviously not that person anymore.
Well, also that's a child, so
yeah.
And you have to figure out what society is and who you want to be and all that stuff later.
Right. So that's why it's one thing if you find out oh, when I was a kid I used to eat boogers. It's well, but there's a difference between that and it's well, no, I'm joining a child's sex ring.
That's a little different.
A little bit. But yeah. So right now he is my celebrity little ball of light where I'm something nice to see on my feed.
I just cannot believe how cute he is as a
himself.
regular schmegular person, and then how Western European he looks when he's being a Russian. He made his face different.
Yeah, I think it's how he holds his mouth. I think
he holds everything every which way. It's a complete he's yeah.
And then when he's his normal self, he's
yeah, it's just great.
So I've watched SNL just to support, because I like some of SNL, but
I've never seen a full SNL show episode thing before.
I have, but it's been a long time, because that's something that when I was in high school, that
more cable type of thing. Yeah.
But now I just watch skits occasionally on YouTube. Yeah, this time I was I'm going to watch the whole episode, and I was surprised by how few skits there were. It was so many commercials, and there were just 4 skits. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then they had Mumford and Sons playing, and I was just Mumford and Sons. Mumford and Sons is like country music for England.
That is incredible. I like Mumford and Sons, but all of their songs sound exactly the same. But I liked it because it's easy to harmonize with. And also,
I'd only ever heard one Mumford and Sons song in my life.
oh,
And so I sat there listening to the rest of them and I'm just like, this
they all sound the same.
fucking
Also,
sucks. This is
I also
awful.
am like amazed at how many instruments he can play at once. Like he plays every single instrument all at one time. I can't believe they had him on because he's not like,
It's
I mean,
a
he's
band.
talented. Yeah, I know, but he can play all
Okay.
of the things. Have you
Okay.
seen? Well, you have not. He does he can do like the banjo, the like harmonica, like a tambourine. Like he does like a whole like jive and can do like all of the instruments at once.
Oh, I don't know. I think his music sucks. I'm just listening to him like this is painful. And
I also
Cuisinart is
wonder what he
looking
sounds like live because I've only heard it like because it was like super popular in the 2010s or whatever on the radio. And so it would play all the time.
and he had guests with him. He had Hosier and
Oh,
some lady who's dressed like it was the antebellum South. And I'm like, what the
oh
fuck is
God.
happening? Yeah.
Hold on. Who
He
played?
seems nice though, I guess.
It says who's here, like you're saying? Sierra Farrell. I don't know who that is.
I think she's a country singer because she had a southern twang.
Mm.
This is just
I wonder what
bad.
songs I like. Yeah, she's from Nashville. Blues, country, folk, and jazz. Okay. Well, I don't know who that is, but
It was not good. I did not
no.
enjoy it. But I was there for Mr. Story.
I like that his last name's Story. I think that's fun.
Got a cute name.
It's a cute name. I also like the name Connor. I've always met cool Connors.
I do like the name Connor. It is very Midwest white boy, but
That's hilarious.
But I did have a character that I had planned named Connor. So it is one of the few Midwest white boy names that that I'm okay with.
That's funny.
Nashville is super country. Well, it's Tennessee, so
Tennessee.
I'm just a hater. I can't tolerate most of the U.S. I'm just like, I can't handle it.
Now that I've been touched by California, I understand. Yeah. For 4 days. Yes. Now I completely understand.
That's the thing. It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. It's so nice. Everyone is nice. I was like, what is happening? like people were like stopping me in the streets just to compliment me, and I was like, I don't have anything. It's like I was getting ready to throw my purse at one point because I was just like, that's what you're supposed to do if you're getting mugged. You throw your purse away so that they go like to the purse. And I was like clutching. I was like had the strap off, and I was like, and they were like, you look so good. And that was like, I saw your nails from across the street. I'm like, and you came to tell me like what's happening? Like no cat calls, which is wonderful. I don't feel scared.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I haven't been catcalled since college.
No cat calls. It was so nice. Everyone was so nice. I don't think I met a singular straight person. It was lovely. It was so nice.
I always tell people like we live in a bubble. It's just great here, and people
everyone
are always
was like, gay and mixed and just amazing. I was like, I don't know what's happening.
And everyone's always like, "Oh, people in California are vain and mean," and you're like, "I'm like, that's LA.
It's not Los Angeles.
Los Angeles is one city in a giant state, guys. I mean, there's even areas of California that are conservative and like hillbilly like. It's a very big state, but where I live, everyone is awesome. Well, not everyone, but
Yeah.
California is so beautiful and has such a range of biomes, southern versus central versus northern versus the desert. It's also different, but also gorgeous. Yes, it's such a beautiful state. Like you could see like I said, like Lake Tahoe. It fucking snows there,
I think I would need, if I could like pick, even though I like the place where you live, I'm acting as if this is even a possibility. My God. But I would pick a place that's a little more like, has more like I don't even know greenery. I don't know. I think I'm just not used to the flora and fauna like at all. So I would want something familiar to then ease back into.
So this isn't true. I live in Northern California, and it
Because I thought
is.
northern, like the closer you get to like Washington and Oregon, like that's pretty.
There
That's
are
pretty
areas of
liberal.
areas of Northern California that are very wooded, like very foresty and like sort of in the boonies.
Is
And
every foresty boony place conservative, or are there some like
well, I
reverses?
live in a foresty place.
Yeah, I
and it's
like
not
where you live a lot. So,
but yeah, I live in Silicon Valley, which is technically in Northern California. It's just on the lower end of Northern California. There are areas of Northern California that are conservative, but they're not. They're definitely like there are areas of Northern California that are conservative, but nowhere near what you would expect in like a Tennessee or like a Alabama.
Although Nashville, extremely liberal.
Yeah,
apparently.
But I think it's liberal for Tennessee.
No, I don't think so. I think it was listed on one of like the safest places to live if you're gay. I thought.
Interesting, because
I'm not saying that that's the same thing.
Yeah,
but you know,
because people I've met from around there have been conservative, but less conservative than what they.
I see.
Like I wouldn't consider them liberal, but they're considered liberal.
I also think you live in like a slight utopia when it comes to that. So I think, oh wait, no, never mind. You're right. What? No, you're right. You're right. Never mind. It's not even in. It's not in the top. Whatever.
Yeah.
Unless. Wait a minute. Let me check one more thing. Nope, never mind. I was wrong. You're right.
There's tiny farming towns along the California and Oregon border, but it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, so like I said, there are definitely conservative clusters in Northern California, but I live in Northern California, and it's probably the most leftist area in the whole country, or at least top 3. Yes, Nashville is very blue. Like I said, I think it would be considered blue for that area, because I've met like a lot of people from around there, and every person I've met from around there, they would be considered moderate to conservative. Over here it's like it's not.
But yours is, and this is not a complaining thing, yours is extreme.
Yeah,
like,
well, it's extreme leftism for the US, but not for the rest of the
that's what I mean. I think that like yours, yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
where I think that their kind of is, I think, is the general regular schmegular liberal for the US, whereas yours is like the extreme left in your spot, which is wonderful. But it was just so nice. And there can be bad people that are, I've definitely met like liberal Puritans or whatever that are like, take the extremes, and just like every other group of people, there's like bad eggs. But it was just so nice, especially because I'm used to like Baltimore, that I'm just like, what do you mean you're just talking to me for no reason? And like, you came to my car because like there was someone who came to the car because I was driving that fucking spaceship and I didn't know how to use it, and they were like, we're just making sure you're okay, you looked a little worried. I was like, all of my items are in the trunk right now, like you can't, like you could steal everything. Like, they're like, we're just making sure, okay. I'm like, who's we? Like, who are you? And they're like, we just both saw you. Like, it's like they don't even know each other. I'm like, what is going on? Like, why do you care about what is this empathy that you're feeling towards me?
Yeah.
So it was just lovely. It was such a good experience.
I'm always telling everyone, come here. I know it's expensive. Find a way. Yeah, extreme left.
Commune.
Extreme left for the U.S. is just a little bit left. Yeah, regular left in the U.S. is moderate to conservative in most
for
areas.
The world. Yeah. That. Yes, how you said it. Perfect. Yes.
How do you incorporate secondary characters into a story? I have a few fleshed out pretty well, and I'm trying to avoid them being a pop-up with convenient plot progression and info, and that's it. Well, the thing is if you're creating a story and like things happen, other people are, unless the story is about one person's journey through their own mind, other people are just going to naturally become involved. So for example, if a secondary character, if it takes place at a school, secondary character could be a kid in their class, so they meet them in class. It's just you have them pop up organically as the story progresses, where they are relevant and where they make sense.
I feel like it's kind of like the human version or the character version of world building.
Yeah.
Where you're like, don't info dump, but also don't leave it too sparse. But it's like with characters.
I agree. And it's like, you know, they should be, you know, show up when they're relevant. You don't have them show up to just be like, this is the best friend, bye. But it's easy to make people relevant in a scene. So if there's a discussion happening about that moves the plot forward, have that other character join the discussion. You know what I mean? Like it's hard for me to weigh in on this, because this is something where it's like, if you read a lot of books, you can see how it's done and kind of
also your story will be unique too.
Yeah.
So it's like a general advisement, but obviously like with your story, you'll find where the pockets are.
Yeah. Unless your character is literally the only person in an area, it would be unreasonable for them to not. And exactly. Yeah. Ohio is northern Florida now, and I hate it here. I have never heard a good thing about Ohio in my life, except this one lady who loved living in Ohio, but she was like a hardcore MAGA.
I heard good things about living in Ohio. Someone was talking about how when they did their residency there, that they incorporated therapists and pharmacists and something else, and that particular like basically hospital and community worked really well like with each other.
So, that's good.
Yeah. And I was like, that's lovely. But yeah. Like even I know that the whole like that's so Ohio is like recent, but even like a long time ago, I say a long time, it wasn't that long ago, but people would joke about Cleveland is the quote mistake by the lake or whatever. So there's always been jokes about Ohio.
I will say that the dumbest person I've ever met was from Michigan. So at least there's that, because Michigan and Ohio hate each other. At least the dumbest person I've ever met wasn't from Ohio.
That's funny.
Although I have met that MAGA lady was an idiot. I remember, you remember, so her husband was a serial cheater, and people kept warning her and then flat out telling her, and she would get like really defensive, and she would take it as like, everyone wants my man, but he's mine. And it's like, it's like, girl, they're trying to help you. And it was just so funny, because she'd be telling me these stories. Like, this girl came up to me and was telling me all about what my husband's like in bed, and I was like, oh yeah, he wasn't impressed with you either, but he's always been great with me, because obviously they hooked up before we were married. And I'm like, this girl is telling you he cheated on you.
She's being a girl's girl right now.
Yeah.
And and you're not listening, so she's providing proof.
I mean, she's not really being a girl's girl because she cheated, but but she's still
No, I thought she was like saying like, oh my God, like, no, we've like slept together. I didn't know he was married. I totally went with the goodwill. Oh.
She was going up to her and telling her how he was in bed, like.
I thought, okay, so wow, I completely made something up. I thought she was like, oh my God, he's married, I have to tell her. Then she didn't believe her, and it's like, no, I know what he's like in bed. Like, here's proof. That's what I came up with, because that's what.
No, she was saying like how bad he was in bed.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
And then she was like, oh, he's only good with me, girl. And I'm like, she's telling you cheat, but anyway.
Why are the worst people getting fought over right now? Like, what is happening? That's horrible.
It was just, he was apparently the town bicycle. That's what she described him as. Her own husband. He's a town bicycle. Ha ha ha. But now he's married, and I'm like,
that has nothing to do with anything. That doesn't change a damn thing. That's crazy.
How do you know if you've added too many secondary characters and if it's hard to follow or distracting? You know you've added too many if you go through the book and there are characters who don't do anything, or they don't contribute anything aside from one scene. If I have a character and they only do something in one scene, then not always, but 9 times out of 10, that thing they did could have been done by another character.
Yeah, one scene and no plot. One scene, no plot combo. Because I don't have anything coming to mind yet, but I feel like if you, like, I've read something where someone's been at just one scene, but it was like, oh wait, secondary or background? No, you're saying secondary. Never mind. Forget it. Don't listen to me.
Look.
Oh, she's doing the the thing. She's doing the thing. Oh my gosh. Look how cute she is.
Okay.
She's so cute.
Hey, Butters, you want to
She
play
finally
again?
has blessed us.
But yeah, even if it is plot related, I've seen plenty of stories where a character does
character
one
could've
thing
done-
plot
Mhm,
related, and I'm like,
mhm.
you created a whole new character for this thing to happen, and
Mhm.
any of those characters could have done that thing. And they're like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, so
Mm-hmm.
will we be doing another sprint? Let me go through the questions now, and then I will do the sprint.
Okay. I'm gonna go to bed early tonight too. I'm gonna be a total grandmama. Because I have to get to work crazy early
You
tomorrow.
did it, Butters. You're the baby.
She's a
Look at her
baby.
little waggles.
Oh, you don't want
She's
me to
so
kiss you?
cute.
I'm sorry. I hit
She is
you
so,
with
so,
my
so, so
little
cute.
knife.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and do a sprint. Might as well do this last email. And then
I'm loving it. I get to read Filthy Rich again.
Oh, yay!
Like,
where
I'm
are
like,
you at?
oh no. So I was not as far as I thought I was before, but now I'm on page 7. 7 of 20.
Oh, let me pet you.
But I was like, it was so funny because the whole time I was like, I haven't been able to read as much as I want to, but I got a good bit through it. And then I looked and I was page 2. And I was like, this is stupid. That was stupid.
You're still in the prologue.
I know. I was literally still in the pro. I don't know why I think I combined like me reading it before with now.
Mhm.
But yes, but the prologue's lovely, by the way.
Thank
I only
you.
had one little thing where I was like, oh, maybe move this here. That's it.
Okie dokie.
So-
All right, guys.
Yes.
Here we go. Oops. Show. We're going to do a sprint. I'm going to pee, and then I'll do a sprint. Well, and then I'll do my own sprint. You guys can sprint while I'm peeing. That's fine with me. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, folks, how did everyone do? I finished my emails. It was literally one email, and it took me that entire time because I had to do a bunch of shit for it.
That's funny. I'm glad you got it done. I am on page 15 now, and
Yay.
I love it per usual.
Yay! What's happening?
He just heard about the procedure for Craig.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I invented it.
I love it.
I got inspiration for the company name from Nevro, which is the company that made spinal cord stimulator.
Nice.
But Redmore, shut up and write the book. Yay! Look at it, it's Benancy Pelosi. That's not her name. It's just Benancy because Cliff does not want any politicians in this house. But still, now
especially crookedy ones.
But now she's scared.
She's so cute.
That was way too short. I'm just writing out plot points.
Mm-hmm.
I finished reading up on my last edits before my move, so now I can actually go back to writing and pre-editing. Everyone is a star. I finished cleaning my kitchen. Nice. I get to make dinner after this, and I'm excited because I'm hungry. I was going to just bring my laptop downstairs and finish the stream down there because I'm ready to get cooking, but there were only 30 seconds left, so.
Makes sense.
I thought about Anansi instead of Nancy for that name. You know, I totally read that. I thought about anal at first, and I was just like, what?
If it was a banana spider combo, I think that'd be fun to name it Benancy.
Benancy. But I think I can check off everything on my to-do list except for... Oh, no, I can check off everything on my to-do list for the day. I did it, guys. I did it.
That's awesome.
And earlier today I signed some books that I have to mail out tomorrow. And my to-do list for this week isn't that bad. It's just that shit keeps popping up. So look, I think this is a pretty decent...
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's just now I've got that script popping up, and this is all. Yeah. This is the important stuff, but it's film. It's a big stuff. Film YouTube content, and to get through chapters from 3 to 6 in the rom-com. So, and then all these things are appointments.
Something else that reminds me about like the things that we need in our planning in our planners. Is I have to break down big things into little teeny tiny steps like an idiot. And so I think so that's another reason why I need the dailies, because they like
I do that, but I'll break down big things into tiny steps, but it's more like, for example, I can't just write work on rom-com. It has to be chapters 3, chapters 4.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So that's how it is for me.
That makes sense.
Is Benancy Aubergine's girlfriend? Well, she could be, but Jerry's kind of old and she's fresh and new. So maybe I don't know if I want to do that to her. Right. I like to put stuff like go to the dispensary on my to-do list. Well, the stuff I had on my to-do list today was therapy, doctor appointment, stream, physical therapy, schedule a doctor appointment, emails, and sign books. So nothing exciting on here today, but womp womp. Not the age gap. Technically, they actually came from the same batch of toys, but people send Butter.
But Jerry's been used.
Yeah, and she was only just taken out. We have a drawer full of unused toys for her, and Jerry has seen better days, and so we took a few more toys out to see if she might give Jerry a break. So they're technically the same age, but Jerry has been used, and Benancy is like, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. We also have a carrot, but Butter seems to like Benancy better than the carrot. Okie dokie. Well, Iona wants to go to bed, so I think we should just...
I don't want to. But I do have to. It's because, well, I have to go to work really early tomorrow for self-care reasons because I have a dentist appointment and I wanted to cancel it. And my boss was like, go to the dentist, stop being. I'm like, but then I'd have to take a half a day. So she's like, just take a half a day, but also just come in a little earlier and it's fine. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, I don't want to. And then I don't want to go in early, and I don't want to leave early, and I don't want to do anything like that. I don't want to go to the dentist, and I don't want to go to sleep. And I was really, really worried about something happening today that I needed to do, and I like could not sleep because of it. And then I did sleep, and it was not good sleep. But I'm fine. It's nice compounding. The end. That's my.
This is what I got from that. Just take a half day and come in a bit early. Like, come in early. If I'm taking a half day, what the fuck?
Yeah, she was like, if it really, she didn't say it all in one go, but I was being like, she was like, take a half day, and I was like, no, and she was like, then come in early if it's like bothering you, but like, but if I came in and then took a half day, she would not care. But yes, it sounded, the way I phrased it all together made it sound awful.
Yeah. Womp womp. Ugh. Well, tomorrow Cliff has his bone density scan, and hopefully tomorrow I can get back to the rom-com, but I'm not, I don't know.
I hope so.
Or I'll write a new script. I don't know I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. Iona doesn't want to grow up. She's a Toys R Us kid.
I don't want to grow up. I want to be I'm a Toys R Us kid. I remember it. That's so funny.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million things at Toys R Us that I can play with, from bikes and planes to, is it planes or trains, to video games. It's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz. I don't want to grow up, because baby, if I did, I want to be a Toys R Us kid. Okay.
I didn't know it was a longer jingle than that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a full song.
Now it's all dead. Yeah. My boss is amazing, Meg. Whatever. I'm so sorry. I said Meg. I was like, Meg. But she's awesome. She's so good. There was one time where I was really sick, and Beba was sick. Everyone was sick. And I had been staying late because I was trying to like get used to the workflow, and she kept telling me not to do that. And then I was like, I feel like garbage. And she's like, don't come in tomorrow. I was like, no, but I'm in my probationary period, and like, I'd rather get paid, and like, I can't take time off yet, and all this stuff. She's like, just stay home and I'll take care of it. And she basically marked me as being there on the timesheet, not with my work, but with my timesheet. She's like, it all evens out because you stay late. Like the time, you're not stealing the time. Like it's fine. And I was like, this is amazing.
Oh, yeah. Well, tell everyone where they can find you.
At Creepy Corn Folklore, whether it's the YouTube channel or the Twitch channel or the Instagram or oh my gosh, what is the TikTok thingy, if I remember to post there ever, and sign up for my newsletter, and then you can buy Ashes on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and audiobook formats if you're feeling kind of spooky. And I think that's it. Oh, and I do crystal ball readings.
Awesome. And please pre-order The Savior's Army. It's linked below. You will get 3 free gifts if you do so.
Hi, Bubba. Hey, okay. Never mind, sassy lady.
Also, check out How to Write Romantasy, also linked below. Or check out any of my books. They're all linked below. Check them out. We have a video coming out this Wednesday, so check it out. And my book comes out next week. So
I know. I'm so excited.
We're going to have a normal Monday stream and then a Tuesday special release day stream. Oh, yes. Kisses. And then we'll also have a video on Wednesday. So it'll be bam, bam, bam. Lots of stuff going on. Follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm the most active. So if you want to see what I'm up to, that's absolutely where I'm the most active. But be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the stream, subscribe to my channel, and hit the ring the bell so that you're notified when my videos come out. Because a lot of people have stopped being notified about my videos, and that's because they're not ringing that bell. But anywho, Butter, do you want to say bye, or do you want to just lick my arm? She just wants to lick my arm.
She wants to lick. Kuchi wants to reach. It's fine.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you later.
See you.